Hello, everybody. I'm going to attempt to make a video. Hopefully, my um, memory or whatever you call it, not memory, storage holds for this one. But so oh, and my apologies. My dog is panting. She's scared of a storm in the area. It is thunderstorming in Florida, where I live. Um, so it is the 4th of July, and I tend to like to not listen to live rock and roll music. I like to listen to it on my Bose, on Spotify, in the house, but live rock and roll just really gets to me. And all the 4th of July shows down here do like blues and rock and roll and stuff like that. And I just like something a little more low key, like a classical. They used to do something up in Maryland, up in Antietam Battlefield. They used to do uh, patriotic classical music and also pops, like movie music, like Star Wars and stuff, and E.T. and Jaws and stuff, all kinds of stuff like that. So, um, down here in Florida, they just don't have that that variety of classical music or any classical music in my area in Southwest Florida. So, um, another thing I used to like to do is go to a venue called Wolf Trap, which was an outdoor venue. It had like a covered seating bowl and then a grassy knoll area to watch classical shows. I used to love to see pops and shows and movies in concert like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that, Star Wars, Holster Planet, stuff like that. And all they really have here in Florida like that, because it's too hot in the summer. It's usually a summer thing. You do that, especially up north. You really can't do that in the winter when it's too cold. So I basically don't have that outlet. And the place in that I used to go to was in Vienna, Virginia, when I lived in Maryland, and it was a national park called Wolf Track, kind of like the Hollywood Bowl. And I would love to go to the Hollywood Bowl if I could ever, get over my fear of flying and go. Not that I have a fear of flying, but with all the things happening this year, with planes crashing and whatnot, it's not helping things. But if I can get myself on a plane, get myself out to Hollywood, and see John Williams at the Hollywood Bowl, and just like Wolf Trap, the Hollywood Bowl um, is a national park. So you could bring a cooler with champagne, beer, food, anything you want. You could bring it in. Like in Wolf Trap, you used to leave the cooler behind the seats. I don't know where you would leave that cooler in the Hollywood Bowl. I don't know what the equivalent of that would be. But and again, sorry about my dog. There is a storm in the area, and she's getting really upset. So yeah, it would be really nice to have a classical music show on the 4th of July like that, like they had at Antietam Battlefield. Only bad thing about Antietam Battlefield field was the to get out. You probably had to wait a while for cars to just leave because it was on small roads, a lot of cars, a lot of people parked, so it probably took a while to get out of there. So that's probably the only like bad thing. Okay, so far I'm 4 minutes in. I'm 4 minutes into the video, so I assume my storage is in a better place. Um, I assume it's in a better place than it was. I took advice from my sister. She said put all your photos into my sister Catherine suggested this. She said put all your photos into Amazon Photos and then get rid of them. They just get rid of them off Amazon Photos. So I had already gotten rid of a bunch of photos, so I didn't have any photos in my cache of Google Photos. So I went into my, because I figure even the photos in Amazon Photos are probably going to be taking up storage space. Um, so I went in there. There was a whole bunch of photos, and I deleted them all. The only thing I kept, an artist made me who I follow on Patreon, made me a personal video in Russian. I kept that video. They do say it's taking like 20 gigabytes of memory, but it's the only thing I saved. So far, and now I'm 5 minutes in, getting. And I also did something that sometimes, excuse me, that sometimes takes up a ton of space. I got rid of all my Gmails, all my emails, and got rid of those. And sometimes it takes a while for that to register on your device, but it worked. It did the trick, I think. And I think heck, if I can get like a 5-6 minute video out of this, um that would be, I would say whatever I did worked. So getting rid of the Gmails and the emails. Funny enough, my dad over here, you want to say hi? You give it a thumbs up.
Hey.
He actually suggested, he said, do you think emails and stuff cause memory problems? And I said, I don't think so, but I looked it up, and it appears my dad is right, and he's not really tech savvy. Right, Dad? You're not really tech savvy? Not really, right?
I can't turn on the TV.
He says he can't even turn on the TV. So, but he figured out that if you get rid of emails and Gmails. So today I got rid of emails and Gmails on my device, on my devices, and maybe that's what did it. Sometimes it takes a while for it to like register in there. There goes my dad doing some stuff back there. Just doing a couple of errands and stuff around the house, you know. Is that what it's called? Errands, or just like, I don't know, just things, you know? Like, just pick up and stuff like that. So anyway, not to make this longer than it has to be, I think the fact that I'm now up to 7:20, not 7:30, and keep going up, keep ticking up. I think that is really, really cool. I must have fixed a problem, and it looks like I will be making more videos. We'll see. I will keep up the maintenance on my phone as much as I can. I tried downloading the Google Cloud thing that I was talking about, and they said that it was, that they literally were like, oh, it's it's not on your device. You need to switch your or it's not your account. Switch your account. And I'm like, no, I'm not switching my account. What are they talking about? So I deleted that app. I deleted the Google Cloud app. And then they wanted me to do like face recognition. It wasn't one of those scams that you hear about. If you see like a email that says something about Google Cloud, don't click on it. It's probably a scam. I actually went into my Google Store, or whatever they call it, your Play Store, I think they call it, on Google, and actually got the app that way. I'm up to past 8 minutes, almost 9 minutes here, guys. So maybe I'm thinking getting rid of the photos, getting rid of the Gmails and the emails probably did something really good for this account. I'm just so sorry for saying that it wasn't working. It is working now. Oh, and there goes my dad walking by. But anyway, so yes, it seems to work. And back to my original point, yeah, it would be great to have like more of a classical music thing someday in this area for the 4th of July, like they used to have at Antietam Battlefield, which I actually never did. I never went to the Antietam Battlefield. We were making plans like a little over 10 years ago to do the Antietam Battlefield thing on the 4th of July to see the classical music, which, like I said, they did pops music, they did patriotic music, all in an orchestra. We were like planning it, like if we would have stayed in Maryland, we would have like probably done it. but we ended up moving to Florida, and I mean, maybe they have something in the area and I just haven't found it yet. I did find something interesting. It's not during the 4th of July, but they have an outdoor show, an outdoor classical show at a minor league baseball stadium somewhere. I want to say in Sarasota, but I haven't seen that in a while. I saw it like a couple of times. I saw, but never actually did it. So maybe they do have something like an outdoorsy thing. See, in the summer here, it's real iffy with the weather. You've got thunderstorms, and then like midsummer into the fall, you've got like hurricanes and tropical storms and stuff. So it's really tough to do outdoor shows. So like a place like Wolf Trap that I brought up, or even out on the West Coast, like a place like the Hollywood Bowl, really wouldn't be conducive in a place like this in the summer or even the fall. It would be more like a winter thing, which might be worth it. I mean, our winter's pretty long. You could have a whole slate of outdoor shows. Finally, I've made it to like 11, a little past 11 minutes, 11:17, 11:18, and counting as well. And the story's just now catching up, which is normal. This is a normal time when it usually catches up. So anyway, I'm going to end it here, guys. Just know I am keeping my eyes open for some sort of classical thing one of these years. I think this year we're just going to do a barbecue or something and probably watch fireworks from our back porch. But for the future, maybe I will find something in the area like what I'm talking about, a classical show for the 4th of July. That would be really cool. Anyways, thanks guys, and thanks for all of my subs. I love you all, and may the force be with you, and God bless.